Hey, what's up, my friends? So welcome back to this month's price action analysis, where I'll share with you, right, some of the best trading opportunities that I'm seeing in the markets right now, as well as to walk you through some of my winners and losing trades, the thought process, and the what, the why, and stuff like that. So without further ado, right, let's get started. So the first thing that I want to share with you, it's actually a trade that I took, Aussie Canadian, and my thought process is that this currency pair on this time frame, you can see that it's in a downtrend. Number two, area of value. I was looking for the price to come towards an area of value, and in this case it came into this minor swing low that you see over here. So normally, right, I wouldn't really want to trade such minor swing low. I prefer the more obvious levels like this one over here. But why did I choose to go with this level? And the reason is simple, right, is that Aussie Canadian, it's a currency pair, right, that tends to reverse at the previous week high or low. This means, right, that whenever Aussie Canadian, approach the previous week high, there's a good chance it could reverse from the high, right, based on the historical backtesting that I've done. So using this piece of information, right, on hand, right, I, am biased, right, towards shorting this currency pair towards the downside. And furthermore, right, I had a valid entry trigger to go short. As you can see over here, this is something like a dark cloud cover. So I went short on the next candle open, stop loss 1 ATR above this high. So what happened is that in this case, the market did move a little bit in my favor, right, before it reversed and then stopped me out for a loss over here, right? So I got stopped out. And eventually the market did collapse lower, and that such is the life of a trader. Okay, so this is a losing trade that I took on Aussie Canadian. Another trade that I took, right, using similar principles is New Zealand Canadian. So let me walk you through the idea behind it step by step. So again, right, this currency pair, it's to me, this one is more of a range market. So again, I can choose to buy low, sell high, buy near the lows of the range, or sell near the highs of the range. And on top of it, right, this one come into this area of resistance. Nice. And that's not all, because similar to Aussie Canadian, right, New Zealand Canadian is a currency pair again that has a tendency, right, to reverse at the previous week high or low. In this case, it did retest the previous week high over here, right? This is the previous week high, and this on this candle spike up, right, is the opener of the new week already. So it spiked through the previous week high, right, and then pretty much marginally closed higher for the day. So this to me signals a strong bearish price rejection, telling me that the buyers, they are not able to push the price higher. So I went short on the next candle open. Stop loss, right, 1 ATR above this highs. This stop loss is pretty large, to be honest. In fact, I didn't exactly short the next candle open. I had a sell limit order, right, so it was somewhere about this level over here, so to see if I could get filled. And in this case, I believe, right, I got filled, as you can see over here. Right, on this candle, you had a pullback higher, right? I got filled on with a sell limit order and pretty much triggered my short trade. So my target for this is two things, right? Number one, at that point in time, right, I was thinking, right, I would exit this trade, right, either at the open of the following week. So because, right, I know that this currency pair has a tendency to reverse at the previous week high or low, right? So this means that the prior week high or low, it's going to be a bit complex over here, but the prior week high or low could be, kind of like support resistance in this market. So my plan is that my target is either going to be just before this swing low, right, or pretty much, right, near the close of the current trading week, right? Because the close of the current trading week is kind of like my sleeping hours, so I'll exit on the close on a Monday, whichever comes first. So in this case, the market pretty much made me close, right, at the open of the following week, right, which, as you can see over here, this candle over here is the opening price of the following week, and I exited over here. So yeah, this one is again this trade covered the losses of the earlier trade, and that's kind of like that's pretty much it. So this a couple of trades just to share with you, right, that I took recently, and hopefully you gotten some idea to how I trade and analyze the markets. So with that said, right, let me share with you another trading opportunity that I'm looking at this week. So again, right, let's go back to Aussie Canadian, because again, this market is currently trending lower. And so I'm looking for selling opportunities. And as mentioned, right, I said that Aussie Canadian, this currency pair has a tendency to reverse at the previous week high or low. So what you want to do is that what I like to do is I like to plot out, right, the previous week high and low for this currency pair. So over here I can see that this is the previous week high, and then this is the previous week low. And you might be wondering, hey Rayner, how do you know this, man? How do you know this is the high and not this? Well, one simple tip that I have for you is that on TradingView, the 8-hour time frame, right, this chart over here, it breaks up to you on a weekly basis. So from this, let's say from here to here, right, you see the line over there is 1 week worth of 8-hour candles. From here to here, right, is another week worth of 8-hour candles in it. Okay, so what you can do is that since this over here, right, is the start of a new week, you just look to the left. Where's the highest price point between here and here, and you identify the high and low for the week. So this is the high, and then this is the low. Simple stuff. Okay, so yeah, anyway, since again, to share with you my thought process, overall this currency pair, number one, it's in a downtrend. I'm looking for selling opportunities. On top of it, right, this is an area of value which coincides, right, with this previous week high, which has shown, right, statistically, right, it has a good chance of reversing near the previous week high. So the area of value to me, it's strong, okay, it's strong. And the third thing I'm looking for is a bearish entry trigger to go short. Could be things like, shooting star pattern, a bearish engulfing pattern, something like this. Price goes up, then quickly reverse down lower, closing below this area of value that I'm looking to short on next candle open. Stops 1 ATR above the highs. Possible target, right, could be just before this swing low over here, or just before the I'll say the previous week low, which is again over here as well. Okay, so that's kind of the setup I'm looking at for this coming week, Aussie Canadian. So now let's have a look at the stock markets, shall we? All right, so overall the stock market, if you look at the S&P 500, you can see the overall daily time frame, right, it is bullish, right? You might see some text over here. This is just kind of a reminder to myself, right, to basically scan for breakout stocks each day and to scan for pullback stocks when the market makes a pullback. So it's just a reminder to myself. You don't have to get too worried about that. But generally what you can see is that the overall US stock market, we are still bullish, right? So you can see that the historical price action of this market is that it goes up, pulls back, 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 goes up. What's likely to happen? To me, there's a chance that, it could make a pullback. Now, we're currently like having a slight pullback. Could be a deeper pullback before the next rally. That's a one possible scenario. Or to the perma bears out there, right? They could think that, the market is too high, right? There's too much money in the system, right? It's not healthy. Market is going to collapse. Well, that could be possible as well, but I'm going to lean more towards the upside since, the trend is your friend. It's my friend at least. So yeah, my take is that the overall stock market is still bullish. I'm looking for, buying opportunities out there. And one stock that I would say is worth, to bring your attention to, it's this one over here, VRT. Vertiv Holdings. So you can see that this stock, similar to the stock market, it is trending higher over time. And again, right, if the stock market makes a pullback, I would say there's a good chance that this stock, right, could pull back towards this area of value which I've highlighted over here, around the $26 price point. So as you've seen earlier, right, the stock market is kind of making a slight dip over here. If the pullbacks get deeper, this stock could possibly retrace into this area of value. And again, I'm looking for a bullish entry trigger to go long. Could be something like a hammer, something like this candle over here, right? A strong bullish close back above support, and I'm looking to buy on the next candle open. Stop loss usually go a distance below my support, somewhere about here. Possible target could be just before this swing high over here. So that's kind of my take, right, on the stock market overall, as well as the stock trading opportunity that I'm seeing right now. And by the way, right, if you enjoyed such a price action analysis, you want to learn more about price action trading, then you can get a copy of this book over here called Price Action Trading Secrets. You'll learn trading strategies to help you profit in bull and bear markets without relying on indicators, news, or opinions. So again, right, I can just go to this site over here, priceactiontradingsecrets.com. Just scroll somewhere to the bottom right, you'll be brought to this this checkout page over here. Just fill in your details and we'll ship you to the book as soon as possible, right? If you want a PDF version, you can click this button and get the PDF version as well. And few things, right? If you get this copy of this book, I'll give you the if you get a physical copy, we will throw in the digital version for you for free. We'll give you a position sizing calculator so you can manage your risk and never blow up another trading account. And this special trading webinar called Part-Time Trading Secrets, how you can actually profit from the markets even if you have a full-time job. So all this and more, right, I'll put the link somewhere below this video, or you can go straight to priceactiontradingsecrets.com. So with that said, right, I wish you good luck, good trading. I will talk to you soon.